So I've been receiving a lot of negative comments and opposing comments underneath my videos and my content, basically from the black community, just calling me all types of names because of the type of content that I make. Now, the type of content that I make, I'm basically really just shedding light and exposing the black community for their toxic behaviors. Exposing the black community for what they are lacking within America, right? Everybody sees it, everybody knows it, the numbers shows it, and yet the black community still plays the victim when people criticize, when people shame, or even correct them. Now, my question to the black community is, you're not excused from shame. Let me first and foremost, let me say that before I ask the question. You're not excused from shame. You're not above shame. You're not above correction. And you're not above criticism. Period. You're not God, and you're not perfect at that. Matter of fact, if I must say, we are at the bottom of the barrel of everything good in this country. We are the worst of the worst. Literally, we're the worst of the worst, right? We are the lowest. We have the lowest education. We are the lowest in that aspect. We have the lowest marital rates, right? We are the lowest financially, right? We get the most abortions. And I know a lot of people will try to argue me with that. Oh, white people get the most abortions. That's just not true. Per capita, we are 13% of the population, and over half of us get abortions. Not half of white women don't get abortions. They are the majority over us within this country. So yeah, it would seem like they get more, but if we're talking about as a percentage of black people, we outdo them in abortions. What else are we the lowest in? Even spiritually, we're the lowest. Like, we don't have no type of reverence or respect for God at all. Like, I think that as black people, we are doomed. If people don't shame black people, we're not going to see an increase in all of those categories. We're not going to see increase within the black community at all, to be honest, if no one talks about it. My question to the black community is, well, who can talk about it? Do you rather receive criticism and shame and correction from fellow black people like me? Or would you rather receive it from a white person? Because you're going to receive it regardless. But it just seems to be that regardless of who says the obvious when it comes to the black community, we get called all types of names, right? We get called racist. We get called coons. We get called sellouts and Uncle Toms. If you're white, you get called racist. You get called a white supremacist for saying what is true. So who can say it? Who does the black community excuse to say what needs to be said? Because this type of stuff needs to be said. Like, period. We are doing horrible in this nation. We are at the bottom of the barrel of every category within this nation. But yet we sit here and we glorify everything that is negative, and probably half of us don't even realize that we glorify everything that is pretty much the opposite of good within this nation, or within, in the black community. We glorify everything that is unrighteous, like literally, that's not right. Like, we glorify sex, we glorify money, we glorify fake aesthetics, we glorify hip hop, like, things that does not bring us any type of wealth, good health, or just anything positive within our community. We glorify dumb stuff, and it's sad. It's truly sad. And most people, the reason being for why they make the type of content that they make, exposing black toxicity, or just the toxic behaviors within the black community, is because we want to see change. I'm tired of going outside. I'm tired of going to Whole Foods or Sprouts and white people are literally following me around because I'm black, right? And you can't even really, and honestly, due to the data, you can't blame white people for following you around. When we have the highest homicide rates within our community, we kill each other at a highest rate. We kill each other more than any. We commit more homicides in America than any other demographic, and that's crazy because we do it within our own community. We kill white people too, but we most definitely do it the most within our own community. And so I can't even get upset, when a white person is staring at me or a white person goes the opposite way when they see me because of the toxicity that we have put out in America through social media. We act crazy when we get pulled over by the cops. We resist arrest. We fight our cops, and most of the time they are just doing their job. Like, I've never had a crazy encounter with a policeman whatsoever. And I'm pretty sure it's because when I get pulled over, which is rare, I have everything that I need. Not only do I have everything I need, if I know I haven't done something, I'm cool, calm, and I'm collective. If I know I've ran a red light or a stop sign, I can't get upset with that. You know what, sir? You're absolutely right. I apologize. Go ahead and give me this ticket so we both can go about our ways. But no, black people, you get pulled over by the cops and you want to fight them and you want to be combative and resist arrest and then want to scream, I can't breathe, or scream, this is racism, when they slang your black behind on the ground. And now you got a busted lip. The hypocrisy within the black community is crazy to me. A lot of things that black people get away with, white people can't. And this needs to be said. Like, for instance, black people can cry racism, can go into a store and shout racism because their card declined. And now they're mad. Oh, you're trying to say I'm racist. Oh, or they can go into an establishment and give a restaurant a hard time and get kicked out the store for being rude and disrespectful, and then want to claim racism because you got disrespectful with the managers or the waiters or whatever. Now you want to cry racism. Black people can literally go inside of a store and get into it with a white cashier and start saying, Karen this, you white be that, you white MFers this, that, and the third, and nothing happens to them. But if a white person was to go inside of a store and say the same things that black people say, you black MFers, you ninjas, you monkeys, you ignorant black mother, the things that we would say to white people when we are upset. If a white person says that, it'll be all over the news, right? It'll be highlighted to the fullest degree. And so because of that, what do white people do? White people look at black people and go the opposite way. They don't even want to deal with us. And you can't really blame white people. Look at the numbers. Look at the numbers. And I'm not saying this because I'm not trying to kiss the white man's butt or nothing like that. These are just facts, bro. When you look at the numbers, you should know white people, the way they move like that for a purpose. It is a reason. Matter of fact, I can almost say that racism against black people is almost justified because of the numbers. And I'm sick of it. I hate that I have to be in that crowd. I have to endure negativity from white people because of people that look like me and their ignorance. Y'all all have messed it up for every single black person, right? Oh, and don't have tattoos like me and locks. I see it every day. And a lot of times I have to like really speak within myself and talk to myself and let myself know, hey, it's not you. It's people that look like you messed it up for you. Y'all have messed it up for me. Period. And it's sad. It's sad because I love white people. Matter of fact, most of my clientele, most of my subscribers are white people. They love what I have to say about the black community. And they love what I have to say about the black community because they can't. And it's sad. They can't, because if they call out the toxicity, if they criticize you, if they shame you, they get called a racist. They get canceled. They get shamed for saying the obvious. But my thing is, who is the real racist? Who is the real racist? I've never had a bad encounter with a white person where I felt like I was in danger for my life. Never. Never ever. No white person has ever walked up to me and was like, you nigger. Like, I've never experienced that. But what I have experienced is being with a group of black people, or seeing a group of black people talk about white people, get into it with white people, and call her all types of white bees and Karens, and you know, just being racist without even the white person saying anything racist first. It's always the black person who says something racist first. And we don't even realize that we do that. I've actually had to check some people that I've been with, like, hey, watch what you say. Like, she ain't say nothing racist, so why are you calling her a Karen? Now, if you want to do that when she not around and when I'm not around, okay, that's cool. But when I'm standing here and while this white woman is in your face, why are you being racist towards her? Why does race have to be the topic of discussion? It's sad. It sucks and it's sad. The black community needs to do better. Period. And I genuinely want to know, who do you rather hear this from? Other black people or white people? I want to know, because we all get shamed. We all get called out our names. We all get bashed for saying the obvious with proven data. So who do you rather hear this from? I want to know. Y'all let me know in the comments below. I'm genuinely curious. Who can correct the black community? Black people? White people? Donald Trump? Who is it? Who is excused from letting y'all know that y'all suck? Y'all are doing horrible right now. And this is not all black people. Let me make that clear. All black people aren't in this category. There are a lot of good black people that are married, that have businesses, that, raise their children correctly, that have a relationship with God, that are in shape. There are a lot of good black people. But for the black people in the black community, aka ninjas, who can shame y'all? Let me know in the comments. I want to know.